Hello, everybody. Today we have Mr. Sudhir Goel amongst us. He is Chief Business Officer, Acer India. Hello, Mr. Goel, and welcome to BW Business World.
Good morning, Urvi.
Good morning. So I hope work from home is now come to an end and work from office is going in full swing.
Oh yes, I think we are back to normal. Hopefully, the situation will continue. I mean, we have had enough disruption in the personal and professional life. So let's hope we are back to normal now.
Yeah, let's hope so. This normalcy continues, and I think we've realized not to take regular life for granted now. And one more thing.
For sure, there's a lot of change. Yes.
Certainly. And one more thing which has come up is more responsibility as individual citizens towards the environment and towards individual health as well. So this is something that I would like to speak to you about today, which is the ESG or the sustainability measures that Acer is undertaking. So let's just start off with the first and very basic conversation and question, I would say. What are the initiatives that is being undertaken by Acer today to promote healthier practices or sustainable practices?
Thanks, Urvi. It is every company's responsibility to be sustainable and create the products and the services which promotes the ESG and in the future a healthy environment. We being a technology brand which reaches a large consumer and commercial audience, we aim to practice and spread the word of sustainability and encourage the others to follow. We started our Earthful initiative to engineer a better tomorrow, to honor our commitment for a more sustainable future by offering consumer, businesses, and institutions more options to reduce the carbon footprint. We launched our Vero product range, Aspire Vero series product range, globally as well as in India. And for all these initiatives, we have been shortlisted for the RE100 key collaborator. RE100 is 100% renewable energy initiative at the global level. And we have been given an award for collaboration in the RE100 initiative for the world. So as an organization, we are committed. We have taken a lot of initiatives, both on our product range as well as to promote a sustainable future in the world through our services and through our product range.
You're talking about Vero products. So what is that about and how does it add to the sustainability index of Acer?
Sure. So we firmly believe in reduce, reuse, and recycle. That means first is, of course, reduce the carbon footprint, and by that is attained in our Vero series by using the post-consumer recycled, that is PCR material. So 30% of the plastic which is used in the Vero series is PCR. That means we have recycled those plastics and then used them. This is a part of reducing the second one, which is the reusing the plastic which are already being done. Similarly, 50% of the PCR keyboards, our keycaps are 50% PCR compliant. At the same time, to reduce the energy consumption, the device, the Vero series, is energy efficient, so that it uses less consumption, but at the same time is able to offer to the consumer the similar performance level. Even the scrap generated during the production process is recycled and then reused. The chassis is paint-free. So in all, we are trying to get the product ranges which actually firmly adhere to the concept of reduce, reuse, and recycle. Because once we enhance the product life cycle, there would be reduced usage of that. Similarly, whenever you want to recycle the product, whenever you want to go in for an upgrade, you can recycle most of the material from the packaging to the plastics to the various key tops, etc., etc. We have a target of ensuring that all our products by year 2025 have 30% PCR plastic content. Similarly, we are co-working with most of our suppliers to ensure that they all committed to RE100 by 2025, and hence achieve a 80% carbon reduction by 2050 compared with the baseline year of 2009. This is what the global directions from the various bodies which are driving the ESG campaign in the world.
Right. So, of course, Acer has been doing some very commendable work, as we can see here. But what henceforth? Of course, what we've already achieved is there for everybody to see. But what about the 2023 plans? What are the expansion plans in company, and how do you plan on making it a sustainable place for everybody?
Sure. So one is, of course, promoting and then motivating the people, the users, the consumers, as well as the general population towards the need for a better sustainable future by using less plastics. We have various initiatives. We started our project Humanity. We also educate our consumers through the various forums to use less plastics. For our own employees and suppliers, we have been running various campaigns, giving them a chance to, let's say, use less and less power and see how do they help the environment, the earth in a much better way. And these are all parts of our Humanity and Earthian initiatives. And we have been acknowledged by the industry for these initiatives. We also encourage the consumers to practice the 3 R's, as I mentioned, which is the reduce, reuse, and recycle in their day-to-day life, not only for the PC as a product category, but let's say all other areas where of the different kind of products. As I said, to our supply chain partners, we have made it mandatory that they try to use more number of better recyclable products, whether it's for the packaging, whether it's for the plastics. But it's an effort. It's an area where a lot of efforts are required all across in the ecosystem, and we are motivating our ecosystem players to adhere to those, to implement those changes, so that as we go in the future, we are able to get a much higher product. As far as the 2023 plans are concerned, we introduced our first Vero series of the laptops. But as we move forward, both in terms of the monitors, desktops, stationary products, and more solutions in the mobility category, will have the PCR compliant material used, so that the less and less plastics, or only the recyclable plastics are used in the product. So as we move forward, we will get many new products in this Vero series category.
When we talk about moving ahead, we have to take lessons from the past so that we don't repeat the mistakes, or we take the better practices we have learned henceforth with us. So talking about things that have already been done, we witnessed the pandemic, which is just about receding now. So what are the lessons that you took from that particular phase in the company, especially with respect to supply chain and omni-channel?
Okay, so I will cover it in two parts. Number one, what are the lessons which we learned from the pandemic? And I think we have, our generation and the generation next has never seen these kind of disruption in the life, and which made us very conscious about the health, the bacteria, the viruses, etc., etc. We decided to enter into this category, which is the health-oriented category, by launching a series of products. To make it a, let's say, virus-free home or a cleaner rooms, we launched our Acer Pure series of products. We launched the air purifier, which obviously makes sure that today the people are sensitive about the health as an issue, and about the bacteria and the viruses and how it impacts their health. So we have entered into this product category, and as we move forward in the years to come, we'll have many products more towards the let's say the clean air, the clean water, and the clean energy kind of solutions. So that's something which is part of our future growth plan, and at the same time ensuring that we are providing a better, cleaner environment, air, water, etc. to the consumers. The second part is towards the ecosystems. As I said, that it's not only the responsibility of the product developer to develop the products which are more eco-friendly. The entire ecosystem, from the suppliers, from the logistics supply partners, etc. We got to make sure that all of them are sensitive at making efforts towards creating a better environment, and towards that, our initiative, Archeon, actually encompasses all our suppliers, whether it is on the production side, or the design side, or the component supply side, or even the supply chain partners, to ensure that they use less and less carbon footprint, and they should become carbon neutral by the year 2050. That's a target which we have set. To get at least 80% carbon reduction throughout our ecosystem by year 2050. Coming back to the omni-channel, that's a part of the changes which are taking place in the environment today. I think the pandemic, one change which has taken place in the pandemic is that a lot of people have moved towards the online for their day-to-day buying. It has also been supported heavily by the digitization, by the availability of the networks, etc., mobile phones, etc., the growth of these in India, and having seen the advantage or the comfort of buying the online, definitely there is a move, and we are focused towards the online as a platform. We have the large, let's say, the online players like the Amazon, Flipkart. We also have our own Acer e-store where we offer all our products and solutions. But at the same time, we also realize that in India, there is still a market. There are still the consumers who like to have a look and feel of the product, touch the product, see its features, etc. And therefore, there is a need for an omni-channel model, both in terms of the physical retail as well as, there will be coexistence of the physical retail as well as the online. And I think our entire go-to-market is focused to ensure that the consumer, depending on the consumer preference to buy, he should be able to opt any of these as his choices of buying.
Okay, so given that Acer is a tech-first company, we have a lot of developments happening in the tech space. One of which is the recent launch of the 5G, as we all saw. So, what is Acer's contribution going to be towards this new technology?
5G is definitely going to make a lot of changes in India. It's too early, but I think since it has been launched, and I hope that by year 2023, most of the telco service providers have decided to give this as an offering, at least in larger cities, and then getting into the B and C and D class towns. It's going to be a game changer because it definitely gives a much better speed, performance, etc. And let's say Acer being a strong gaming brand, and definitely we do expect that it will enable the market growth in the gaming section. And our products, as and when we launch, we will be launching with we can utilize the 5G initiatives. But Acer being the technology first, we actually were the first brand to launch a 5G laptop in the year 2021 itself. Not in India because the 5G was not available, but globally the Acer Spin 7 convertible laptop was enabled with a Qualcomm Snapdragon chip, which is actually high performance, where your user gets the 5G connectivity both through the sub 6 gigahertz and the 5G which enabled them to stay connected. And then it was a future-ready product. And obviously, as the 5G is launched in India, we will be launching many of these products which are 5G enabled for the consumers to actually start enjoying the kind of a performance which the new network bandwidth will provide.
Right, and Acer is also a big proponent of Make in India, as it should be. So, what are the recent initiatives or partnerships in this fight that Acer is undertaking?
Well, Acer is a strong proponent of the global brand local touch. That has been our vision statement or our philosophy over many, many years. And as is that, when we launched, when we started Acer in India in year 1999, in the first year itself, we started out of manufacturing based out of Pondicherry. The focus, of course, at that point of time was more onto the stationary products like the desktop and servers, because that is what the market was. We are a strong proponent of the Make in India and Atmanirbhar Bharat initiatives of the government of India. We have been collaborating with them to understand, to define how the manufacturing can move into India, not only for the Indian consumption, but also for the exports. It's a journey which we'll have to take. You cannot achieve it within a year. We have seen most of the countries have taken decades to get into that level. Towards those initiatives, besides the stationary products, the desktops, which are almost 100% manufactured in India, with a value addition of more than 50 to 60% as a value addition now. We have also gone into manufacturing of the monitors. We have also last year we launched the remaining two product range, which was the tablets and the notebook as a product category. we firmly believe that besides developing, it is also our responsibility to develop the ecosystem in India. Wherever we are present. So since we are specifically talking about India, develop the ecosystems in India. Hence, we have tied up with some of these electronic manufacturing services where we provide them the technology, we provide them the SOPs, we provide them the quality control processes, all those technologies are transferred to them, and then we provide them, of course, the business. We have tied up with a couple of them to ensure that during this process, they also learn and therefore they are able to become a global level player for electronics manufacturing services. So today we have almost all product categories from the desktops to the notebooks, to the tablets, to the servers, to the monitors, displays, etc., to the projectors for that matter. All of them are manufactured in India. So we obviously, depending on the product range, product series, it's not that the 100% manufacturing has moved already, but we have taken a step towards. We are the first one to take the step towards launching a Make in India notebook with a higher value addition norm being met as defined by the government of India. We are committed to that, and we are quite confident that as we get into the years 2023 and then the future, we'll see a lot of these manufacturing actually coming to the India. Not only manufacturing, we are also doing, the physical export of these locally manufactured products to some of the countries in the Southeast Asia, etc. And we are quite optimistic that with these initiatives and the support which is coming from the policy makers, India is definitely going to move towards becoming a manufacturing hub. As a brand, we are committed, and I'm sure we'll be participating with many of these initiatives with the government.
It's really great to hear that Indian companies are, as they say, grabbing the bull by the horns and taking a very proactive step towards the Make in India goal that the government has. So with that, we bring our conversation to an end, Mr. Goel, and I would like to thank you for joining us and taking our time to share your thoughts.
Thank you, Urvi. Thanks a lot.